What's going on, everyone? This is Ajax here, filling in for 905 and the Crazy Canuck. We're back with episode 2 of the Wheelie Big Race from Lakeridge Heights Elevation Trail. Tonight, 6 more drivers are going to light it up as they set their sights on the top of the leaderboard. Last week, we saw a phenomenal run by Maurice Milestone from Milestones Racing as he stopped the course, putting up 30 points over 3 runs. That's a pretty comfortable score, and expertise tells me it's going to be a tough one to beat. However, anything can happen here at the trail, as the next group now has a benchmark. Speaking of, Duke's got him ready, so let's see who's up tonight. Rolling in all the way from Luxembourg, it's Scotty from Nickel Racing in his Olds 442. Lining up next to him is he's a best in show from Bent Rod Racing. Rounding out this trio is Farrell Patrick in his heavy Chevy Nova. There's another best in show nominee. It's snow time, fellas. Let's go up to the top of the hill for race 1. Lap 1's a complete disaster for Farrell Patrick as the bent rod driver drives immediately into him. Shoddy comes around and takes a shot at both of them, and that's Farrell Patrick done and over before the jump. Scotty then takes it to the house for a full 11 points, while the other two languish up by the jump. Scotty's out in front after 1. Looks like Scotty's good. Get him turned over and back up to the start. Getting a thumbs up from Patrick as well. Now it looks like Patrick wasn't too happy about that last lap, as he goes immediately after the bent rod driver and puts him right into the bank. He takes himself out at the same time, but that's the price you gotta pay for revenge, I suppose. Nickel Racing, Scotty doesn't know what's going on and he spins out. Scotty's still up after 2. Scotty may have spilt his drink in this race. Let's get him flipped back on his wheels and back up to the top. Scotty's turn to take a run at the bent rod driver because I'm never going to be able to pronounce this guy's name. So he comes out of the gate and just drives him right into the guardrail, and unfortunately that takes Scotty out at the same time, but he's just ruthless in his aggression. Farrell Patrick then has a clean run towards the finish line, but he can't close the deal and he runs into the guardrail as well, and that's the end of his run. Scotty's first race with 11 points really placed him well on the leaderboard, as he's right behind Numbskull with 22 points. This shows the importance of getting your rig to the bottom of the course. We're also going to add a couple of names to the yellow snow list as well. I'm never going to pronounce this guy's name right. I'm just going to call him Cootsy. Cootsy and the Diener are on the low scoreboard, but I have a feeling they're not going to be the only ones there for long. Scotty's going to join the top 3 drivers at the bottom of the hill, and I'm getting word from Duke that the next group is ready to go. So, let's see who's up next. Coming in from Lily's Boneyard, one of my favorite cars in this race is Lily the Dog in the Mini Cooper. Next up in the fish and chip, it's Giorgio from G-Force Racing, who I think has an Uber fare in the back. Rounding out this group is Sam Hall from Team TRT3K in the Matchbox Mustang. Alright fellas, time to put on a 5-star performance. Let's get up to the top of the hill for race 1. Holy smokes, that's gotta be one of the craziest moves I've ever seen here at the hill. Giorgio comes out of the gate, he does a full barrel roll over the cars, and then completes the lap. You can see him bounce off Lily, he bounces in front of Sam Hall, Sam Hall gives him a tap, he goes over, and then lands it straight. Giorgio's just on a roof slide over the cars at the jump. Let's watch this again. That's insane. He collects maximum points for his run, and everybody else is just wondering what just happened. That was a 5-star effort for sure.
Giorgio, I don't know what this guy's paying you, but we might offer free rides at the hill from now on if you're gonna race like that. Let's get you rolled back over and back up to the top of the hill. We're thumbs up and question mark from Sam Hall.
Maybe Giorgio's just late for another fare pickup because he runs this course again like it's on fire. Sam gets into him at the 3 line, but Giorgio's like, yeah, bud, sorry, not today. And he just checks out and goes. Lily's in the background plodding along, just watching this whole thing go down. Sam Hall can't keep his rig under him, and Lily the Dog comes in and jumps for a treat and 10 points. She just squeaks the top of that Mini Cooper across that red line. You can see what happens to Sam Hall right here as he sticks his back wheel at the 9 line. And that just puts him up and over. Lily the Dog does a good job of getting around him for those 10 points.
Okay guys, we're gonna have to work fast here because I don't want Sam Hall on the ice for very long. Lily's good, but that Mustang's a heavy beast.
Lily gets a great start here, but then Giorgio comes and just absolutely spays her. He comes up behind her at the jump and does whatever he can to prevent her from getting a nice run. She goes over and unfortunately gets stopped at the berm. Sam Hall, on the other hand, is all squiggly up at the top of the course. He throws his chance away at any more points just before the jump as he comes down and puts himself over because he sees everybody else doing the same thing, I guess. Giorgio takes this one with 27 points.
This last race was a mess. I'm glad it's the last one of the night because it's going to take us a while to get all these cars sorted out and get the track back prepped for the next group. Come on guys, we got some donuts down at the start, so let's hurry up and get this place cleaned up.
And as it looks like it's going to be a long night for the track crew, we'll take a look at the leaderboard. Giorgio stomps his group with 27 points, and that puts him within spitting distance of Maurice Milestones. No new names are added to the low scoreboard, as Coops leads that race to the bottom. Giorgio's pulled in next to Maurice Milestones as they sit 1 and 2. Numbskull rounds out the trio. I wonder if Giorgio's going to get a tip or a high rating from that fare that he's got in the back there. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming down to the hill today and joining us for today's racing action. Tune in next time to see another 6 cars take on the trail to see if they have what it takes. Once again, I've been your host Ajax, filling in for the 905 and Crazy Canuck. This has been an episode of Lakeridge Heights Elevation Trail's Wheelie Big Race. If you like what we do here, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, tell your grandma, it doesn't matter. As long as we get people watching, we'll keep doing this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey, bud, I just got a text from Randy. He's waiting at the Piggly Wiggly. You want to go pick him up after the race?